Well, happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to Healthy Conversations with Bonnie and Greg Dixon. And today, Bonnie's going to talk about, well, women's health through the seasons of life. And take it away, Bonnie.
Thanks, Craig. Yeah, I felt like it's really important to talk about that May is Women's Health Month and June will be men. But right now, I'd like to just share with you. So I've been through all the different seasons so far. I'll be 70 in September. So, growing up as a woman, you start off going as a girl, you go through puberty, and that's always an exciting and challenging time. And luckily for me, it wasn't so bad. And but I realize it is a big thing when you think about it. Your body's changing and preparing so that your body can prepare to have a child, possibly. So that's a point where we could start our health diary right then. Why? It's all about noticing the little changes in life. And for myself, again, it was pretty easy. It wasn't too hard. There were times that it got harder with, menstrual cycles and things for me, but not as bad as other women. So all I can tell you is paying attention is crucial. If it gets heavier flow, if it gets to the point where you're in so much pain that it's debilitating, or if you're not having a period. And then birth control plays all into that as we get a little older and mature. And then we're going through our childbearing time, generally from, say, I'm just going to say it nowadays, anywhere from 10, 11, 12, all the way to 16, all the way till you're 50. So that's quite a few years that we're dealing with hormonal changes. We're dealing with not only the hormones, but just all the physiological changes that go with being a woman. And so our bodies are communicating with us. And we want to, again, pay attention. So a notebook, a calendar, it's really important, especially to start younger. And let's see, what else did I have? Pregnancy. Now, I was never pregnant, but my sisters were. So I watched that whole thing and many, many people. And it can end up wonderful. You have a child and it can end up tragic. Like a friend of mine lost a child in utero. And then other friends have lost children after they've been born. So again, the whole body reacts to all of this. And working with our healthcare professionals is really important. Eating is really important because we can push our symptoms, if we're having some, in a direction that's more not as good for us, and we can push it in a direction that makes it better for us. So eating, sleeping, all the usual suspects can make a difference on how your body, the female body, works on a daily basis. Sleep is so important. People say, I don't have time to sleep. I've got a family. I've got to do this and this. Believe me, they'll be happier if you get sleep. Now, instead of being afraid of what's going to happen, think of it, I always like to say this, as an adventure. Now, helping hands, again, the nutrition, the sleep, the de-stressing, and it can be mindful minutes. I have friends that teach that. A mindful minute every hour can de-stress the body, even if you're in a stressful situation. So you're at work and everything's going on. The kids are calling from home. Something's going on. The boss is yelling at you. The customer is in a frustration mode. That is the point where you want to de-stress and bring it down. You be the calm in the storm. People will come to you for that. Now, let's see here. So through all the ages, again, starting with puberty, going through childbearing, and then when you come into what they call menopause or perimenal time, that can be from your early 30s all the way into your 50s. So there's quite a range there. If you have a hysterectomy, throws you instantly into menopause. But for most women, they have perimenopause. That's where things are changing, and it keeps you off guard because it can be fluctuating. You may have a period, you may not have a period. You might go a year without a period. That happened to me a couple times. I went an entire year, and suddenly I would have one. Usually at Christmas. Don't ask me why. I figured it was stressful, maybe. So the things to watch for are intermittent bleeding, that sort of thing. You want to, again, how are you sleeping? It just is all the same play over and over again. But if you're struggling, don't stop struggling. Write it down, figure it out, work with a healthcare professional. And if you can't get a healthcare professional, start researching it yourself. You are your own best person to know what's going on with your body. I do want to say that. You know your body better than anyone. My girlfriend was never constipated. She kept getting constipated. She said, that's odd. So she told her doctor several times, this is very strange, very odd, unusual for me. And they kept pushing her off. Well, she ended up finally finding out she had ovarian cancer, a very quick cancer that can kill you. But luckily, it didn't kill her. She was able to take care of the situation. And that was when she was in her 40s. From there, she's taken very, very good care of herself, exercise, nutrition, food-wise. She lost weight. She just really paid attention. And now here it is 25 years later, and she's still here to tell. No, 30 years later, she's still here to tell the tale. So I like for people to know when you find out there's something going on, all is not lost. One just has to figure out what's best for you and then do that. Now, we often take care of others before ourselves. But remember the old thing, put the oxygen mask on first so you can help others. Just every time you feel like I've got to take care of everyone else, stop it. Stop. And take care of yourself. Even for that mindful minute, mindful 5 minutes. Maybe it's a half a day to be away from everyone, to bring yourself to a calm space so that your anxiety, your nerve endings, your whole being can actually relax and rest. And that is super important. Now, I'd love to have a healthy conversation with you. And if you'd like to chat more about what's going on for you, I am not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm a lay person. I'm a person, but I have listening ears. And often I can direct you to different places to go or try. And I am a LifeWave consultant, and I work with the power of light. And often that is the way for many people to feel 100%. They're just feeling terrific because we want to take care of ourselves every day. We want to keep renewing ourselves and compress that time at the end of our life from being bedridden and not feeling well to just living to the very end of our life, happy and healthy. I've known people to do it, and you do too. My uncle was 101. To the end of his days, he got up, got dressed, had a good breakfast. He was a little hard of hearing, but other than that, he could walk without canes. Let's all aspire to do that for ourselves. All right? Well, let's remember that this is May is Women's Health Month, and it's the time to take care of yourself. And thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.